Welcome to our famous 5 TGIF Friday morning workout. Really well done. From my perspective, I really feel like that was one of the hardest workouts you've ever done.
Yeah.
And so let's look at our data to see did we prove that, or and sometimes it's not a direct correlation, right, between what I would say is the reward or what you strive for and what you got, and how it felt, because a lot of that's dependent on sequencing, sleep, hydration, nutrition, a lot of different factors, right?
Yeah.
But just from where what I'm witnessing, and the volume and the amount of exercise that I threw at you, I felt like that was one of the toughest assignments I've ever handed you, and you handled it extremely well. So let's see what you got.
Yeah, and in the 1 hour, I today I got 142.
142 and our record's 147, right?
I think it's like 149.
Yeah, so we're right. You know, we're close.
Yeah.
It's fairly cool today, so that's a fact that takes a few beats per minute off you.
Yeah.
But man, that 142 is no joke, and you earned it.
Yeah, I felt a lot of endurance today. Like I felt I could really go as hard as I could, and even towards the end of those sets, I felt like I could do more.
Right.
I didn't feel like I had to, really dig too hard like I was doing before.
You weren't winded.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the sets you're talking about were the deadlift, squat, curl.
Yes.
And they're tough. The tough sets back to back. 6 reps on the deadlift, 8 or 10 reps on the squat, curl. Back to back, probably 4/5 of the way through the workout. So you're really your furnace is well lit. You're steaming. You're hot. Heart rate's really struggling to get a recovery, and you have a 3 tough sets like that in a row. Hard work, and then a very hard finish with the single leg work.
Yep.
Weighted, so that's full body.
Yep.
Really great stuff. And I know that we talked about during the session what we were going to discuss in our kind of 5-minute post-workout famous 5 episode today, and it was, why do you do it?
I got to think about that during each of those sets, and I could pass over the obvious stuff of obviously wanting to stay alive and be there for your loved ones. But for me, it's a couple things. Getting the confidence back that I know that I can get to where I was before the injuries and the surgery. And that's just something really good to look at and have a target on. But the most important thing is I want to show my kids that no matter how tough the adversary, that I can inspire them by showing them that I don't quit. I never quit, and hopefully the end result is is something that they can really look up to. But I want to instill in them, don't quit. It's really the biggest thing.
The example.
Yeah.
Be the example, and also what I think that is setting your culture.
Yeah.
Right. Setting an example and the culture that you want for your family.
Right.
And I know because we talked that your family is a sporting family.
Yeah.
So I think that example that you are setting is definitely working.
Yeah.
So well done. From my perspective, I think one of your best. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach.
We did a ton of work into that left leg today.
Yeah.
There may be a little soreness over there, but we talked about that too. Brad Stelberg, Steve Magnus, they've written a book on it. One of the premises in one of their books are great. I recommend them highly. Is work plus rest equals growth. So you work hard in here, you got to rest it for a little bit, and then you'll get the growth and the positive reaction from the work. And I know you're doing your homework because you sent me a screenshot of a 2.5-hour bike ride during the past week.
Yeah.
In the heat.
Yeah.
And I think that's partly why you had the endurance today, because you're doing that stuff on your own.
Yeah.
And that's where you make the gains from my perspective.
Yeah.
So well done, you're doing your homework.
Thanks, Coach.
Good work.